Y'all are fake. Y'all are fake. Y'all are fake. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle and I hope you all are doing well. So today I am bringing to you this beautiful look right here. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Y'all know I usually don't do eyeshadow, but I did a little thing for you guys today, and it is a chit chat get ready with me. So get your snacks, or you can do your makeup with me, and you can comment down below in the comment section all your thoughts on what we talked about. So before we get into this video, make sure that you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell right down here so that you do not miss another video from your girl. I don't want to hold y'all up. Let's get into this video. I'm doing a bit of a dramatic look today. Not really dramatic, but I'm gonna actually do eyeshadow today. So y'all know I don't do eyeshadow, but I saw this look on Instagram and I really want to try it. I feel like I could do it because I used to do something like this back in the day. So I feel like I could do it. So here we go. So I'm gonna start off with adding some concealer to my eyelids. This is the Born This Way. I'm gonna put everything in the description box below, but this is the Born This Way concealer in the shade Sand. So yeah, so I always ask this at the beginning of my get ready with me's. How are you guys doing? What's been going on? Let me know how you're doing in the comments below. I've been wanting to talk to y'all, so you know, don't be afraid to just talk to me, and also add me on Instagram. Like, I did be liking to talk to y'all, but I feel like y'all shy just like I'm shy. Maybe it's a few topics that has been weighing on my heart heavily the past few, I guess, weeks or months, really, because I be thinking about stuff all the time. I just don't be saying nothing. It's a few topics. So the first one I want to talk about is faking for social media and falling into like that social media fake life. And I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to shed light on how easy it is to fall into the social media hype, faking for social media, putting on for social media, doing everything for social media. And I wanted to talk about my struggles with that because, I mean, it was bound to happen, child. I've been thinking about it a lot, actually, and how I always told myself, because I've never really been like outspoken. I've never wanted to be on social media a lot. Like, to be completely honest, I don't know how I'm keeping up because I don't do a lot on social media. Like, I really live a quiet life and I like that. So I don't know why I chose to do something like this. Because I, like, on Instagram, I will post consistently for maybe like a week or two, and then I'm gone again for like 2 weeks. And that's not good. If I'm trying to build a following, that's not good. But I prioritize my mental health. So I be feeling bad, but then again I don't, because hey, like, my mental health is way more important than me posting everything on social media. And then I also like to live a quiet life, so I don't want to post everything on social media. I like living in the moment. I don't like recording everything. So yeah. And I wanted to also talk about this topic in a different light, because people, when you say like faking for social media, you automatically think like, oh, this person is buying things to like show on social media, or posting that, you know, they have money, or they're rich, or they're always on trips, always have the finest things. And while that is true, I feel like that's not the only part of faking for social media. I think a lot of the things that people say are also contributing to that. And to me, those are the things that kind of like irritate me. Like when I see people faking, like let's say I know them in real life and I know they're faking on social media, it kind of irritates me because it's like, why? You know, like why do you feel the need to fake on social media? Why do you feel the need to put on a front for people who, I mean, yeah, you know them, whatever, but does it really matter? No. So my pet peeve is like when people say things on social media that they know they don't do or they don't really believe. Like they will say so much about all that motivational stuff that they be talking about. I'm just like, you're really not like that in person. And I think it's so easy to come on social media and fake the funk and fake like you're this positive, amazing person, because nobody is really going to see the real you because they're not, you know, at home with you. They're only seeing you on social media. And I think what people don't understand is you can see when people aren't genuine. Like you can see that whether it's on social media or not, like eventually you can see it. And I feel like we are constantly evolving, like, so I can't really like judge when people decide to do certain things. But at the same time, I think we don't do enough self-reflection to see like, okay, I'm not doing something right here. Something isn't right here if I feel like I need to fake being nice or fake being positive, because people be really mean and nasty in person. I'm just like, if you're gonna be mean and nasty in person, be mean and nasty on social media. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of weirds me out. I'm just like, okay, why are we doing that? Like I said, people are constantly evolving. We are constantly evolving. And I think that's the beauty about life, is we can literally be one person one day and completely change our life the next. And that is our right. And we should do that. We should do that. So when people show me that they've changed, I allow them to do that. And I'll be like, oh, you was never like that. You was never like this. How all of a sudden you like that? They're a person. They're allowed to grow and evolve. So, and I had to even check myself with that, because I really pay attention to people's behavior and how they treat people, how they treat me, how they treat people in general. So like for a long time, I would see people on social media that I knew like when we were younger, years ago, and I would be like, oh, she was never like that. She was very mean, very nasty, not positive at all. I'm not sure why she's, you know, acting like that, blah, blah, blah. But then I had to check myself. I was like, are you the same person you were in high school? No, you are not. So just like how you're allowed to evolve and change and grow, they're allowed the same exact thing. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Like give them the space and the grace to evolve and to change. So I stopped thinking like that. I stopped saying like, oh, they were not like that in high school. They were mean and blah, blah, blah. I had to like let go of the person who I thought they were, because to be completely honest, I don't know them anymore. Like people I've known in high school, I don't know them anymore. People I've known in college, I don't know them anymore, because it's been years, literally. So I cannot equate, you know, who they were in high school or who they were when I was a child to now, because I literally don't know them. I have not seen them in years. I don't know them. Just allowing people to change, give people the grace to change. I think that's so important, because we change. We change every day. We change every year. We're a whole new person, especially after 2020. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are like, whoa, like I am not the same person who entered 2020. Like we all had to change in a year. So allow people that grace. And that was only a year. So imagine the amount of evolving people have done in 10 years since you've seen them in high school, or since you were a child, or whatever. Like, allow people that grace to evolve and become better people. And then we were kids. We were also really young. So that person at 13, 14, 15, and so on, we are not the same at 27, not the same at 30. So we have to remember that. And I really had to check myself on that, because I was like stuck, like holding on to who people were. And I'm like, y'all are fake. Y'all are fake. Y'all are fake. And I'm like, hold up, girl. You only knew them when they were 17. You only knew them when they were 12. Like, you know? Another thing with faking for social media is the material side of it, where we feel the need to have things for show on social media. And this has always been a topic. Like, it has always been a topic, you know, putting on for the gram and stuff like that. So with this influencer life, it is very, very, very easy to fall into that trap of thinking that you need to have. It's so easy to think like you're not where you're supposed to be in life. It's so easy to think that, because you see everybody else you see everyone else seemingly progressing in life really quickly, especially at your age. Like, you're seeing people with houses and children and married, or in a healthy relationship at 23, 24. So younger, even younger than me. I'm 27. I'm about to be 27. Younger than me. These people have houses. These people are well established. They're making a lot of money. They look comfortable. They look happy. They look like they have more than enough. And then you look at yourself and you're like, okay, well, what the heck am I doing? And then when you're on social media, you're seeing an influx of the same thing. Believe it or not, social media is a small world compared to the vast world that we live in that has, 7 billion people? Everyone is not on social media. So we're seeing a bunch of people that it looks like it's everyone. It looks like everyone is doing the same thing. It looks like everyone is progressing and you're not. And social media will make you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be. And I had to, every day, honestly, I'm not even gonna front with you, every day I struggle with that. I struggle with that because I'm a type of person where I have always liked nice things. If you know me, you know I'm bougie. I am. And I've come to accept that. People used to tease me when I was a kid about it. I mean, hey, if that is my life, if that's what I like, then that's what I like. Whatever, you know? I like nice things. I know I like nice things. So when I see people my age and younger look established, like they look like they have everything they need, like they want for nothing, it kind of gets me into this mode of I gotta go harder, I gotta grind harder, because I know what I want. I know the lifestyle that I want. And it's just kind of coming off materialistic. That's really not what it is. It's not even the things that I want. I want to feel secure. I want to have enough so that I don't have to worry about bills or where I'm gonna live or things being shaky or shady or anything like that, because I'm from Brownsville. I grew up in Brownsville, New York, Brooklyn. So if you know about Brownsville, you know we're not rich at all. We're not rich at all. I've always worked hard. I've always had a job. I've always, done my thing. And I've done that because I know what it feels like to not have. I know that feeling and I don't like that feeling. So I made that decision when I was younger, like, well, I'm gonna work hard for whatever I want. So now that I'm on social media and I'm seeing people live so beautifully and they're my age, it kind of makes me feel like I'm not going hard enough or I'm not doing enough. And the reality is that I have to constantly remind myself every single day is that where they are is where they're supposed to be. Where I am is where I'm supposed to be. And where I'm going to get to, that's where God is going to take me. And whatever God has for me, no one can take from me. I was basically bound by time. Like I constantly tell myself, I am wasting my time. Like I'm taking too long to get to where I need to be. And I had to free myself from time. God is the author of time, not me. I can't decide where I need to be and when. All I can do is follow what God has for me, and then he'll take me wherever he needs to take me. I always tell people, like, what God promised you is going to happen. Like, he cannot lie, and he does not lie, and wherever you need to be is where you're going to be. So you cannot look at other people and say, oh my God, I'm not there. I need to be there. But they're where they are. So how are you going to come now and say, well, that's where I need to be? How is that where you need to be and that's where they are? Like, you got to stay in your lane. You have to learn to stay in your lane, because where they are is where they're supposed to be. If you're not where you're supposed to be, who the heck is in your spot? Hello? Stay in your lane. And when you need to get up there, that's when God is going to bring you there. You cannot decide, oh, that's where I want to go, and then try to get yourself there. Doesn't work like that. So that's what I had to tell myself. Like, baby girl, slow your roll. So I'm going to do this eye. I'll be right back to talk about the next topic. So the eyes are pretty much done. I'm going to do the bottom, of course, once I have the rest of my face on. So we're going to get into foundation, and I'm going to talk about my next topic, which is me and God. So I've been having this like conversation with myself. So it's basically like, am I a Christian? Like, what do I identify as? So if you guys don't know, I have a business. I mentioned it in the last chit chat Get Ready With Me. I have a business called Made Like God. It was birthed out of me strengthening my relationship with God. But I think while that's clear, I think what we should talk about is like religion, like my religion. And I've had this conversation with myself actually for a while about who I am, what God means to me, what Jesus means to me, and where do I stand in all of this? Because if you guys don't know, I grew up in the church. Like, I grew up in church. My grandfather was a pastor. My dad is now a pastor. So I'm a PK, been a PK all my life. And I grew up in church. And to be completely honest, I love church culture, like Black church culture, because if we're being honest, it is a culture. But because I grew up in Black church culture all of my life, it kind of turned me away from church in general, because I got tired of it, to be completely honest. I got tired of just constantly having to deal with antics instead of really being in church, because I want to learn more about Jesus. I want to learn more about God. I mean, that's the main reason why I will go there. Of course, you build a family and stuff like that in church, and I will go, you know, to see them or whatever. But I went through a phase, not even a phase, like I went through a period of my life where I was not doing good. Like, I was depressed. just not doing good, like not making good life decisions, like just not doing good at all. That was a time where I needed church the most. And I felt like church was caught up in doing church and not really being about God, that I had no interest in it. I no longer had interest in it. And this is really a story that a lot of young people have to tell. There's this big question about why young people or young adults don't go to church anymore. And this is exactly why. We're not there for the antics anymore, like the jumping around and I don't know, arguments, drama. Like, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. And I always say, like, your 20-somethings is a prime age. Like, it is the age where you are the most confused. You don't know what the heck you want to do in life. You don't know what's going on. Like, you're just figuring out how to be an adult. And this is a prime time to really have a lot of trouble in your life. A lot of trials. A lot of times when you don't feel good. Like, this is the prime time. And it's also a prime time where we're going to need a space where we feel loved, we feel accepted, we feel like someone is rooting for us, someone is, you know, there to guide us, to teach us. And for me, the church quickly became the opposite. I feel like I'm telling on myself. It was more about pleasing my family, being there to support my family, and less about what I needed. And at that time in my life, I did not need to ignore my feelings and just support and just be supportive. Like, that is not what I needed at that time. I needed help. And I feel like they couldn't see that. Like, they could not see that. Yeah, I just quickly drew away. But to be completely honest, my relationship with God grew stronger from the time that I have been away from actually going to church on Sundays. My relationship with God grew stronger. Do I miss being in church? Absolutely. Like, I miss the fellowship. Like, I miss like being around people that I genuinely like and have like similar interests in, and we can all, you know, be together, worship and stuff like that. I miss it. But to be completely honest, like, I feel so much better outside of church. I am really telling my business. Okay. To the people who are watching this and you're at church, you know me from church. So sorry. So yeah, it's been like a really tough thing because I want to go to church and like, you know, but okay, let me not lie. I think I've gotten used to being at home. Let's keep it real, especially during the pandemic, because I wasn't going really like a lot before the pandemic, but once the pandemic hit, we were not going at all. So I kind of got used to that. That was one of my goals for this year. I haven't been doing pretty good with it. I'm not even gonna lie. I have not been doing pretty good, but I honestly, like, I went last week, which was Father's Day, and I enjoyed myself. It was great. I'm gonna go this week. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. But the question is, like, am I still a Christian? Like, do I identify as a Christian? Yeah. I mean, I believe that, you know, Jesus died for my sins and, you know, stuff like that. I believe in that. But when people ask me, like, what are you or what do you believe in, I just say I believe in God and I believe in Jesus, because I think also it has to do with me just not doing titles. Like, I just don't do like, oh, I'm conforming to this one thing. I don't like that, but I really just have a outstanding I guess I don't want to say issue, because I don't really have an issue with the church. I think it's just more me searching for something that's deeper than church culture. I'm searching for something that's deeper than church culture. I want to learn more about God. I don't want to do church antics, you know? So that is my whole thing with church. But I absolutely do still love the Lord. I still believe in Jesus. And I think also I wanted to talk about like life outside of church, because I feel like, especially in my community, if you believe in God and you go to church and all that stuff, you kind of have to walk on eggshells when you do things. And I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna be who I am regardless. So yes, I believe in God. Yes, I love Jesus. But I also have other views and opinions on different stuff. So if you see me supporting the LGBTQ community, I don't know all of the letters, I'm so sorry. Do not be surprised, because we're not going to get into this, but I have to say this, okay? I just have to say this. If you are not in support of the LGBTQ community and you're a Christian, I don't believe that you're a Christian, because if you don't believe that everyone should have rights, then you're not a Christian, because that's not what God stands for. So yeah, if my social media don't look very Christian to you, then I'm so sorry, but it's gonna stay that way, because I am who I am. And that does not take away from my relationship with God. I feel like people struggle with that because they say a lot. Oh, excuse this, excuse the cussing, excuse, I'm sorry, blah, blah. I'm not apologizing for nothing, because we all grown. We grown, baby. If you are offended by cussing still, please just exit. If you are offended by whatever it is, please just exit, because that stuff does not define who I am in terms of my relationship with God. That's number one. And number two, it's none of your business how I decide to live my life. It's none of your business what my relationship with God is. So it's a whole lot of mind your business going on, you know? I said all of that hot stuff to say this. Sometimes I struggle with that. Like saying like, oh, I probably shouldn't post this because people probably might, you know, think something. Or I have a huge sense of humor. I laugh. I love to laugh at things. So sometimes things that I want to laugh at are not going to be appropriate. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of struggle with that. Like, dang, should I even post this? Because are they going to find it funny? Like, are they going to understand my sense of humor? But I had to like let go of that, because I'm going to stifle myself. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to choke. You gonna choke. Okay? You could choke. But I'm gonna live my best life. People really be judgmental. Trust me, I know. I've been in church my whole life. People really be judgmental. And they be doing worse than you, baby. They be doing worse than you. That's why I don't judge anyone. Because I've lived a life. Okay? I've done some really stupid things. And once I searched within myself and I was like, dang, I'm kind of ugly on the inside. I kind of did some messed up stuff. I can't judge a soul. I can't judge a soul, because if they were to open my book, baby. All right, so I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I guess because I had like more eyeshadow to put on, that I spoke about everything mainly in the beginning, but that's fine. You guys can just watch me do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back with the finished look. So I'm back and this is the finished look. If this lash looks crazy, it's because it is. Like, it's not on properly, but child, y'all know I struggle with lashes. Of course, all of the details will be in the description box below. Everything that I use. This is my regular nude lip. Y'all know I don't switch my lips up. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's have a conversation down below. You guys know I like to talk to y'all. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one.